Hi everybody, welcome to week 5 in Financial Crimes 1. This is Professor Dunaway. It is Sunday, August 5th. I hope you all had and are having a great weekend. I first want to start and apologize for the difficulties last week with the assignment. It looks like it was set up incorrectly with the incorrect due date and not allowing late submissions within the system. So I apologize for everyone and having to go through some extra steps to get that to me, but I appreciate the effort. And for those of you that let me know that there were issues, thank you. Everybody that had submitted it after Sunday, everything, all your grades were posted. So the only people have been the ones that are on extension that I have not graded yet. So, which brings me to, I will comment more on it once the students that have an extension have completed it. So I will make some comments next week once everybody has turned in the assignment. But I continue to be very pleased with the discussion forum. As is Dr. Monroe, so please, please, please keep that up. It's a pleasure to read your comments and your interaction with each other, so great job. So last week, week 4, we learned about terrorist financing. And as I always mention, you want to make sure that you look at the learning objectives before and after the week, so you kind of get a good sense. So now that week 4 is coming to a close, you should be able to name and discuss the similarities and dissimilarities between money laundering and terrorist financing. You should be able to determine the effectiveness of the AML regime against terrorist financing. And then finally, you should be able to evaluate alternative responses to terrorist financing. So that's where you should be at now. There were a couple articles we wanted you to look at, as well as the FATF news. So hopefully you had a chance to do that. And then there were 2 videos posted, one by Dr. Monroe and then one video by Richard Gordon. So again, hopefully you were able to do all the reading and watch the videos. So this week we begin our discussion, our 2-week discussion of bribery and corruption. So if we click into the learning objectives for this week, so by the end of week 5, you'll be able to name and discuss the component parts, strengths, and weaknesses of a proposed comprehensive plan against bribery and corruption. And then number 2, examine the OECD bribery convention and the work of Transparency International. So you'll see that there's a few readings that kind of go with that piece of the or that one learning objective. So this week there are a couple videos posted by Dr. Monroe. Sorry, I'm scrolling and making you dizzy. So for week 5, you'll see that there's 2 videos. Video 1, bribery, and then video 2, OECD foreign bribery report. And then there are several readings. Some of them are kind of lengthy, so do what you can. Just kind of get a sense of what they're about, what they're speaking of, what the stance is, things like that. There's the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act guide, then again some information on Transparency International, overview, history. So again, just please take a look at that. So that is week 5. And then next week, as I mentioned, we will continue our discussion of bribery and corruption into week 6. So hopefully it seems like everything's going good. I haven't had a lot of questions other than the technical difficulties last week. It seems like everyone again is getting around the new platform and getting everything in. Hopefully when the second assignment comes due, there won't be any glitches, but we'll all work through this together. So I appreciate everyone having patience and letting me know of the issues. So again, thank you. So then a recap of this week. So you will want to post in the discussion forum, do the reading that I mentioned, watch the 2 videos from Dr. Monroe, and then office hours this week are with me. So again, they're optional, but if you do want to stop in and have any questions, it's Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I will be there. And then just looking ahead, your next assignment is due in 2 weeks.